What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast, your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. My name is Anthony. It's my main man, Kenny.
What's happening?
Catch us right here on YouTube every Tuesday. Like, share, subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so just getting into some just some regular topics, bro. So if you're watching this, we know we pre-record these. A couple things that happened, maybe some more things happen. Had a couple coaches get fired already. Had Foster, what's his first name? Sean Foster.
Sean Foster.
Get fired from UCLA. Saw that coming. New Mexico 35-10. I mean,
well,
I don't see why that's a surprise. And Brent Pry, his name Brent, whatever his name is, he got fired like I predicted earlier on in the year after losing the ODU in Blacksburg. Got him fired. He got him out of here. So already halfway through the season, got two coaches parting ways already. I think he got a $6 million payout too. You know, got him out of here kind of quickly. And let's talk about. I want to talk about, like, first of all, let's put some stuff out there. Virginia Tech, the fall of Virginia Tech, and I'm gonna say this is what's going on with Virginia Tech. The fall of Virginia Tech has to have somebody from the area that can recruit the area. Virginia 757, the DMV, this area heavy, because what Beamer established of keeping boys in Virginia during that era is like how Louisiana keeps guys in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And now that floodgates has been open, somebody has to come and close the floodgates back to keep Virginia boys to go to Virginia Tech. They're going to Clemson, they're going to the Ohio States, they're going to the Penn States. Yep. They're going to the ACC school down in North Carolina. They're going all over the place besides to Virginia Tech and the masses, right? And then some of the names I saw floating around, like a John Gruden and all this stuff. So I think you need a local coach. I think you need a coach that either has ties to Virginia, played in Virginia, been a good recruiter in Virginia, born in Virginia, something that can get the guys back to Virginia Tech and the droves of Virginia kids to come back to Virginia Tech. Because without that, man, Virginia prep programs will keep being where it's at. Because,
go ahead.
Yeah, because like I said, if you don't know, like when I was growing up, like the way Louisiana kids feel about LSU is how Virginia kids feel about getting the offer to Tech. And that's gone now. That's gone. And now you know, open the floodgates, and now Clemson gets a lot of kids from around here. Penn State is starting to come down here, Ohio State, North Carolina State. A lot of people are coming to this area now and poaching kids from Virginia Tech because they haven't been good in so long.
Yeah, I mean, just you hit the nail right on the head, bro. It's like at one point you couldn't dream of nothing different, nothing other than playing for Virginia Tech, playing for the Hokies. Mm-hmm. That was the end all be all. I'm going to Blacksburg. I'm walking in the same steps as D'Angelo Hall, Mike Vick, hell, Marcus Vick, Tyrod Taylor. Doing the same exact legacy, bro. Macho Harris, for those that remember, I'm leaving the same exact career that some of my favorites played in, bro. And as again, we lost that steam along the way. Mm-hmm. We lost that steam. Again, somewhere along the lines, it became cool that we're gonna go to, we're gonna head out of state. Mm-hmm. We're not winning it. We're not even in contention year in and year out in the ACC. Mm-hmm. We're not even being spoke of. We're afterthought. We're marked down as a dub in a lot of other teams' calendar or other teams' schedule throughout the year.
You had no fear coming to Blacksburg. Had no fear.
What have they proven?
Yeah, that says a lot. And then that hurts recruiting, losing the OD. That's why he had to go. You recruiting now, you can go and be like, well, I go to Virginia Tech and we beat them. We beat them twice. Yeah. So that hurts recruiting when you're losing to a 757 school, a group of 5 school, and you're supposed to be the big dog. Like Tech supposed to be the big dog in football. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, the floodgates are open. Somebody has to shut it down, close it, and keep something. Because I promise you, if you keep most of the Virginia boys home, like prime example, I'm not surprised that Florida State got better. There's a lot of kids that play football in Florida, in South Georgia. Tallahassee is right there at that South Georgia and Florida line. A lot of kids play football in the area, and a lot of kids still going to Florida State is still the big thing. So going to Miami is still a big thing in Florida. Going to Florida, even the UCF, hell, the UCFs in Florida. Florida has too many kids for them not to be good consistently. And a lot of Florida kids stay home. Like the same thing I'll say with LSU. Louisiana kids want the LSU offer, right? They get the LSU offer. Most time they stay at home and going to LSU, right? That's just how it is. But when you start losing, the kids start looking elsewhere, and the floodgates start opening from a state from Virginia that's not as big as some of these other states, as far as per capita. Now it's like, well, I can't go down to UNC. Well, that boy, Clemson ain't that far away. Penn State ain't that far away. Let me go. Like, it's other places that I can like kind of travel to. And now it's like other people done did it. Like Taj Boyd then went down to Clemson. A lot of 757 guys that went down to Clemson. And then it starts to become like a little pipeline for Clemson. And you know what I'm saying? So now the floodgates open. When back in the day when Beamer had that was not a thing. Virginia kids came, even Southern Virginia kids down in Danville and stuff, came up to go to Blacksburg. Like getting that offer from Virginia Tech used to be a thing. And they need more than just a football coach for X's and O's. They need somebody to bring that back. Beamer's not coming, though. I'll be shocked if Beamer leaves South Carolina to come coach at his alma mater. Even though it's his alma mater, it's not South Carolina. Yeah. And the expectations of Virginia Tech are going to be so high if he come back falling to dead. Well, he can say South Carolina win 7 to 8 games every year. Will Muschamp was there. You know what I'm saying? So
I just don't think you have to get in this case, you don't have to get a name for notoriety. Yeah. So I think you may have mentioned Gruden maybe, or somebody you don't have to get a big name. You need somebody that's tapped into to this Virginia high school football. Because you got to be close to these coaches, close to these programs, close to the lay of the land and who's really the powerhouses here to really know who you're scouting and why you're scouting, and why this game in the Tidewater means something, why going up north to Arlington means something still, why going out to like Northwest Virginia still means something.
Yeah,
I mean, like it's a point to know where you're gonna get some of your talent from, not just bringing a name here just because hey, I got a name. These recruits gonna come find me. As opposed, that's not where we're at right now as Virginia Tech. We're not a school to where the recruits gonna come find us or they're knocking down our door. You're gonna be settling for 2 3-star athletes at this very point because you're gonna be sitting behind ODU. That's just instinct. You be sitting
that bad, bro.
Yes, you are, bro. I don't believe by no stretch of the imagination that you are number one in the list of any Virginia high school football kid right now.
I think,
you just painted the picture perfectly for Florida, right? They have to engage in civil war to get those recruits between UCF, USF, Florida State. They're pretty much committing war to get recruits. That's not Virginia.
I get that, but I'm saying, what I'm saying is, yes, you have to compete, but I think it's levels to the competition. I think Florida State competes with Florida and Miami, and UCFF and Florida Atlantic and all them compete with each other. I think Virginia's competing with, Tech is competing with Virginia, Clemson,
you ain't looking for Maryland,
Penn State, Maryland. I think they're competing with them. I still think a Tech offer still outweighs an ODU offer. I still think a Tech offer still outweighs ODU. Now, does it outweigh a Maryland offer like it used to?
No.
Does it outweigh a Clemson offer? No. North Carolina offer? No. North Carolina State offer? Maybe not.
My point is that ODU game used to be a game where you'll bring a recruit to get him to join Virginia Tech. Like, look how we about to do away with it. You can be wearing these same colors.
Yeah.
You can be wearing burgundy and maroon. I don't know, whatever. That could be you.
Yeah.
I wish the hell they would bring somebody up there to bring somebody up to that ODU game now. I wish they would.
They have.
Boy, they're gonna be.
Virginia Tech has some real issues they have to solve with getting recruits to thinking of, like you said, thinking of Virginia Tech offer in Virginia. Just in Virginia, we ain't talking about national. Still got to recruit nationally, but just in Virginia, they have to make themselves a dominant force in Virginia because the players are obviously still here because there's players going other places and being amazing. So obviously the players are still here to do it. They're not going to Virginia Tech.
It's not even worth it to stay home so my grandma can see me. That's the message that they sending out now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that staying home part though, right, doesn't mean as much as it used to mean before. Only because everybody's on TV now. Back in the day, everybody wasn't on TV all the time. Local channels still had their local spots. So now, what else do you have to offer? Are you getting cast to the league like that? Tootin did good today. We pre-recorded this, but Tootin did good. Tootin came from A&T, went to Virginia Tech. You got some players that's in the league that's trying to do some things, but are you bringing players to the league? Are we competing for conference championships consistently? And that's what is the pride of being from Virginia and making Tech great again. Who's going to be the coach that says, hey, you can be the start to bring Tech back to what Tech used to be, a perennial conference championship contender, bowl game winner, not national championship stuff, but like there to win the ACC, not like every year competing with the Miami and the Clemsons. Right now, you competing with just to be middle of the pack.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So,
but you would saying for a school like that, and the head coach, we're saying on this because this is the same belief system that the head coach has to take on too. Like you need a shot in the arm, bro. So when I say that, I mean like you got to hit like maybe the damn near the JUCO trails. Kid be more familiar have more of a presence on the HBCU campus. You got to really have a shot in the arm to say, hey, this is where, again, even if our talent went to here, there, everywhere, we still got to have some pride about, all right, we're still going to take care of this Virginia pipeline by ourselves. You need a shot in the arm because I don't see that much difference from going to ODU and going to Virginia Tech right now. I don't see that much difference. I don't.
Wow, at this game, though.
I'm saying in the past, 3 years almost. They're up to an 0-3 start right now. 0-3. Yeah. What in the hell is going to make me sign? I'm saying again, verbal commit at that. I don't mean nothing. What is going to make me even show up? There's no buying power right now. You have no buying power right now in the market. So you need a shot in the arm.
Yeah. I mean, hey, hopefully they figure it out, man. I ain't no Tech fan. Shout out North State, bro.
Man, used to be a country, bro. Bring back the glory days. We need somebody to restore the feeling, bro.
Yeah, maybe. See if we can get Virginia Tech back right. I want to be interested to see what higher. The next thing that just looking at some stuff from the early season stuff, who I think when it comes time to draft time, it's going to be a lot of quarterbacks overhyped and overdraft because I think the pundits and the media have shot themselves in the arm with this quarterback class. I do not think this is a good quarterback class coming out. None of them has shown me nothing. Cade does not look good. Drew Allard, I mean, we haven't seen him play nobody yet. Arguably the two best quarterbacks really that's been playing so far that we've seen since we had this recording, Carson Beck and Mateer. And Lenore's got hurt, but in Lenore's, them are the ones that's looking the best. Nussmeier doesn't look that great. He just throws the ball a lot, but he didn't look that great against Florida. Lagway threw 5 picks. Like I said, Cade, then just lost to Georgia Tech, does not look great. Like Drew hasn't paid anybody yet. Everybody hyping up Mendoza. I don't know why everybody hyping up Indiana and Mendoza. They haven't played. They played Kennesaw, ODU, and Indiana State. Now, by the time it's recorded, Let's see how they fare against Illinois. But this quarterback Arch looks very average.
Very sketchy.
Nico, I don't know what the hell happened to him.
He just walked away from UCLA. He took a sabbatical.
Really?
Yeah, he said he got to step away for mental health reasons.
See, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That's crazy. So he quit on another team too.
He said he got to step away, bro.
So he quit on his teammates. So what about his brother? His brother's the backup.
I'm only telling you what he said, brother.
I don't like putting not draftable on somebody, but
the hell of a not draftable.
I would think really hard.
Oh, brother, you can cancel Christmas. He ain't going nowhere before 5th round. Nowhere. Even if he tried it.
Just quit on your team because things got rough.
Boy, say
you asked for more money from Tennessee. They said no.
He's not going your way.
So you go to UCLA. He's not going your way. So you quit 3 games into the year.
Coach fired.
That boy about to be.
Sheesh. Yup. All talent in the world, man.
That boy about to be.
All the talent
in the world. That boy going to be like the dude that said UTEP right now. That dip. Arizona State. Went to Boise. I think. Didn't get to start at Boise. Was #1 player. That's crazy. But like I said, this quarterback class, if you tanked this year, or thinking about tanking this year, Browns, to get a quarterback,
think again.
Who you gonna get? I don't think Lenoris is coming out. Right? Like I said, the best ones like Carson looked good, even though he threw 2 picks. Mateer is looking really good at Oklahoma. Like, who else?
The guys you thought, like you just ran down the list with the guys you thought they were guys, they're not guys. Lawrence struggled out the gate with Villanova a couple weeks ago.
And FIU last week.
Struggled out the gate. Thank God for Singleton and the other running back they got out there.
Yeah.
But, Brett, the way things are going, this is going to add to my boy Ant's point, I wouldn't even touch a quarterback unless they've been in school for about 6 years. And I know you hate that, but bro, that's where they at. If you're not 23 years old and in college, bro, I wouldn't even bother. That's how bad quarterback development is.
You know who looked the best for me? But he's not coming out. I know he's young. That boy Texas A&M is the truth.
Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reed.
He can play.
He a gamer.
He can play.
He a gamer. I like him.
Big win against Notre Dame.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But bro, quarterback development is in a terrible spot right now in college football.
Some guys that it's not.
I don't know if it's the system not matching the player, or we don't get them in our program. We're not really doing them any service by really putting what they're doing in their red shirt year. We just don't know.
So now
it's just terrible. They're not but between the ears, it's not clicking.
So you didn't draft probably the most successful ones, the ones last year that won a lot of games. Didn't draft for Cal McCord earlier. You didn't draft for Will Howard. Some of the other guys you didn't get drafted. Shador fell. You know what I'm saying? All these guys that won a lot of games, they're not on your roster on some of these teams.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got cats on this quarterback class. So you're thinking about drafting high and spending an investment on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who to take. Lenoris is the only. I don't know if Lenoris is going to come out, but Lenoris is the only one I'm willing to take a chance on. Like Carson Beck, who was #1 before he got supposed to be #1 before he got hurt, and Cam Ward kind of took that mantle. It looks like he might be the best option this year.
I mean, the thing is, he saw a lot of football. That's my point. I'd rather you see a lot of football. That's the only thing I can kind of count on.
Yeah,
because that whole counting on traits point of view, that's dead. That's dead. And if you don't want me to say it, let Mel Kiper say it. That's dead. If you count on the fact that he's 6'5" and he's 240 and he's athletic, okay, find yourself on the bench. He ain't gonna be good for nothing with it. Just to hold a clipboard come week 1 in the NFL. So, they gonna skin him alive when he gets to the league. Quarterback development is in the toilet.
It's bad, bro. It's bad. Like I just don't. When you're looking at around this quarterback, and then that brings me to the thing with the media, bro. Like? I know everybody heard probably be like, this is weeks down the road now, but since when this airs, but Ryan Clark told old boy that that's the media, that's the non-player in you coming out. You didn't play at this level. Is that happening in media? Because I need to know. Everybody was caught. The people I told you was going to happen. The people were going to switch up on Arch and say that he's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all are the ones that hyped him as a can't miss Andrew Luck type, next great thing dude that didn't play. How did that happen? How are we hyping up guys that haven't played?
You read a stat sheet.
What stats though? This is even worse than Cade, Drew, and Nussmeier. He had no stats.
Come on, bro. He was playing 2A ball.
No, I'm saying okay. So we going off high school stats?
Yes.
They say he's the best Heisman front runner, the number one pick if he comes out.
Good last name.
Then then they wonder why people are not watching ESPN and Fox Sports and other places because of crazy ass like narratives that get pushed like that. That's like this is the most like it's y'all fault why people the way Arch is getting treated now is I don't know how he plays this week because we you know what I'm saying we record these ahead. But the way that people are talking about Arch now over all these platforms is because y'all hyped him up before y'all even saw him play.
Well, let me add like a sense of pushback too. All right, so prior to when we see quarterbacks kind of come through the ranks of high school, you know, they get to college and most of that is kind of undercover. You know, there was a lead dog already in that quarterback room. Mm. You know, same with Arch in this case. Quinn was, you know, there was no pressure on Arch when he came to Texas. Quinn was already that guy. You know, but we just believed that Arch was ready. Last name had something to do with it, and because of the highlights we saw on social media. That's another factor that we that's playing into the narrative too, is that we get to see a lot more highlights as opposed to lowlights. Yeah. We don't have no grading scale on where they're coming from. It's just now hitting the mainstream media that he was playing 2A ball in high school. But something like that was already sorted out back in the day.
But shit, but like that wouldn't matter. Like, this is what I'm saying. I'm not putting it on Arch where he played high school. I'm putting it on the people that's on TV, national TV, that tried to tell everybody else they was dumb for saying, how are y'all making a guy that hasn't played at college down a full college year? You haven't seen him play. The number one quarterback is coming out on any mock draft. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. You haven't seen him play. Y'all had him in front runner. First round, number one overall pick if he comes out. Over cats like a Carson Beck that's played. Even like when they say
commodity.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Even when you go to the Cade and all them, at least I can understand if you said it because they played. And that's how you feel. Y'all just saying it over a cat. Y'all hype up some of these kids now to the point now where I'm with Ryan Clark. Some of y'all I don't want to hear.
Well, and to Ryan Clark's point, I think we was mentioning before, was that our opinions ain't that far apart between a player that actually been in the game and somebody that's never played the game but can report it in a journalistic fashion. Our opinions are on the same page, the same timeline. Mm-hmm. So the fact that mine get clicked more than yours does is also a reason why this player, I'm going to say player X being Manning or Underwood, is the same reason why those players are getting vaulted to the top. That's where your scouting is being done right now in the mentions, in the social media circuit. Yeah. Not actual visual, like really seeing him play, how he goes through the highs and lows of a game. That's not being put into the equation right now. The groupthink of where quarterbacks are at right now, and like I just said in our last topic, was it's in the toilet. We don't have much to go on. We don't really know what we're looking at, if we're being honest. Yeah. But if I let you tell it, if I let my most influential, most talked about narrative or, somebody that can present a story, if I let him run with it, that will also tell you that Arch is the best. If I let you run with the story. But again, this plane would have already been smothered had he been put into a program like Alabama, who had, Paul Bear Bryant's grandson or great grandson at quarterback, who never saw the light of day. He was just stuck on the roster. Never seen or heard from him when he was at Alabama.
Yeah.
We already smushed that flyer. That's fire. But again, you had somebody with the same name, had the bloodline, could have been an all-time Alabama great, but they already got washed out because the system was there. Yeah. The program is bigger. We believe in the athletes more than we believe in the program.
But it's Texas, though.
When you say that, what do you mean?
The same thing you're saying about Alabama, the same thing you say about Texas.
Right. The Texas, if Manning just would have just went on that roster with none of this social media hype and vaulted to where he is now, or where that name took him, that would have just washed out when he inserted himself into that Texas program. We wouldn't have this type of expectations for Manning. I don't believe, to a degree, because you can't cover up that last name.
You can't stop that name. But I think Steve Sarkisian tried to tamper it down. That's why I don't blame the coaches and I don't blame the Mannings. I blame these damn media people, bro. Like, I don't know how y'all make a guy number one pick that you never seen play in college like that. And then call everybody else not knowing football. Don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it. And we don't evaluate. I don't think they know how to evaluate quarterbacks. They just
because, like I just told you, my people agree with my opinion more than they do yours.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean that you were right or I was right. They just agree with me more, so they feel like I'm right. That, and to Ryan Clark's point, that's the non-player in you. That's what told you that you were right. I don't believe when he said it was a disrespectful jab. It was just more so people act like this narrative you running with, you actually believe that. When that's so far from reality. And that's the non-player. That's not actually that puts numbers in the stat column. That's not what gets you wins on a Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, like, we don't went away from, like, because I think you got a lot of guys just watch stats and don't watch the game.
Bingo.
That's why if you don't watch the game, you didn't know, like, how Lenore's did last year in some of them big time games. If you don't watch the game, you don't know how what's my man name? Marcellus did against Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't watch the game, you don't see how bad Cade looks. If you don't watch the game, I don't think you see how average Garrett looks.
But the see is that he had probably went 18 for
like ball 40 times.
like
think about it, but then you don't
yards.
But then you don't put on the other side of them that last way through 5 interceptions and they only beat them 20-10. Somebody threw the ball 5 times up to your team.
To the other team.
And you only beat them 20-10.
That's how I do my scouting.
That's
because if I spent more time in the field room, how the hell am I gonna come back and tell y'all what I saw? If I spend more time actually getting to know the game, learn the game, and do that this train would have already passed me on social media already. It would have passed me for the time I could record my podcast.
Yeah.
Where I could have really had some like click-worthy stuff or some clickbait out there already.
Yeah.
I would have missed the train on that. But if I actually get to know the game and learn it, I can tell you that, hey, bro, Cade ain't that. Like we can sit up here, we can, hey, bro, Cade ain't that. Or like, hey, and I'm going to take that back about what I said about law. Or I'm going to have to take this, because I'm actually watching the game like, okay, it's not really, like I say, between the ears, it's not clicking.
Yeah.
It's not on up shit. But I can see Reed and say, hey, I'm not saying he's ready yet, but I'm saying he got a feel for the game. Yeah. And sometimes that matters more, especially going into this new era of football. It matters to have a feel for the game.
That's all I'm saying, bro. These cats just watch that. Last thing I wanted to talk about, man. I'm saying we just all over the place with this one. Carmelo Anthony had a speech, and some people talking about a statue in front of Madison Square Garden. I want to. What makes somebody statue worthy? I think nobody ever really defined that. What makes somebody statue worthy. Like he or she needs a statue outside of the building. Like Mike, like something like Mike got one, Magic got one, Kareem got one, Sue Bird now has one. Like what stats dominance? What's statue worthy? I think statue worthy is even more than jersey retirement.
Yeah.
Like statue is like live on forever in front of the building. Like you're here, whether it's a coach, a player, it's even bigger than like namesake.
Mm-hmm.
Or like how they got like Nick Saban Field at Alabama. A statue is like the pinnacle of sports. Like you're getting recognized as being that important to this franchise or this entity or this wherever we're at, where we want you to be displayed here forever, like Asia and South Carolina basketball. So like what in your eyes, like what do you have to do to get a statue?
You got to transcend the organization. You got to transcend past the organization itself. Using Nick Saban was a perfect example. You would probably, your brain will probably go to Nick Saban faster than it would go to for what the culture is in Alabama football. That's probably the first thing you think of when you say
but
Alabama
that's probably
football.
why he doesn't have a statue.
They named the field after.
But probably why he doesn't have a statue. You know why?
How's that?
Because it's Paul Bryant.
Paul Bear Bryant, yeah.
So it's kind of like, yeah, we say Nick, but you still kind of don't talk Alabama football.
You talk about Bear Bryant.
So I can't give.
So you can't get, but I don't see a reason why both can't be there.
Both can, but it's kind of like it's not just you,
right?
You don't talk South Carolina basketball without Don Saley and Asia Wilson. You can't talk Lakers without Magic and
Kareem, yeah.
Like you can't talk Chicago Bulls
without Jordan,
without MJ. So like it got, like you said, transcendent. They got like when I think of that franchise entity,
it goes to, and that's the only way we even having that conversation.
Yeah.
So I think that this ain't no shot at Melo, but are we gonna remember the era, Melo's era? Yeah. Do I think at some point we're gonna remember Jalen Brunson's era in New York?
Yeah. Union don't got no statue. Walt Frazier.
Do you see how they all those just tally up to just eras for that team? But
Earl,
you know what I'm saying? You know, like all those things just tally up to just being errors for that organization, but not somebody like this is that guy that we're gonna put in the front. This is what it means or defines what our organization is.
Yeah, we're going off stats. We're not going off like somebody that did some great things and was like did some stuff beyond sports and end up dying or something like that.
No,
that's a different thing than like somebody that we're just going off of straight stats and what they meant.
No
jersey retirement, absolutely. A number of jersey retirement, absolutely. But Denver and New York, Melo should get that. I'm not saying to retire number 15, but like his actual jersey retirement.
Yeah.
But statue is just a high bar. Like they ain't even put like AI in front of Philly. Like he in the practice one with all the practice ones, but AI in front of Philly is like would have been one. I think it get one. Sue Bird and what she meant WNBA in Seattle. That makes sense. Had to give her.
Aja's in South Carolina, right?
Yeah, she brought them their first match.
But you also gotta get you gotta, for lack of a better phrase, you gotta get the block hot too. Like you get the community is bigger than just the organization itself too. It's the city that you in. You gotta really change the entire coach. Like again, now you seeing with Don there and Aja there now. South Carolina is a hotbed for talent. Yeah. Anybody in it, every girl around the world is looking to like, hey, shit, can I get a maybe I can get some interest from South Carolina? You know what I'm saying? You kind of change the way people even speak about a team. And that's prior to your statue being planted in the front of the building.
And it gotta be like your name is cemented with it, no matter who's there or whatever.
It's synonymous.
Yeah.
When we're thinking about player X, and Organization X. Those two got to be shared in the same sentence.
Because there's some great players, but they say got to trans. Like you don't think Lakers and Magic hasn't played forever, but you think Magic Lakers even more than you think Shaq got a statue out there in LA too, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kobe got one.
Kobe got one.
You know, because you think that's what you think of when you think Lakers. Shaq, Kobe, Magic, Green. So now the question is, what does LeBron statue got to like? Even if Miami, he should get one, but he definitely got to get one in Cleveland. Definitely got to get one in Cleveland. Hometown kid brought a championship back there. If he don't get no other one, Cleveland has to put a statue up.
Get one.
I think he should get one in Miami too, though. That's 2 championships he brought to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably his most dominant era. In Miami years was like his most dominant time.
Prime, yeah.
I don't know who else.
But it is the thing that it's not going to be, that's not, when we say this, it's just not somebody that's going to be offered to just every player. Not to say that they can be stars, they can be great.
Yeah.
But again, that's just something that's not going to be offered to every player. That's a once in a generation type player.
Tom got to get one.
Tom Brady deserves to have a statue in New England.
Does Peyton deserve one?
In Indianapolis?
Mm-hmm. Did he do enough? I don't know. I say no.
I can say so.
I don't think so. What you win? One championship? MVP, but you only won one Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. When the last time they got one? Since then.
I know, but you only won one. Tom won.
There's teams without none.
No, but Tom. None. I know, but Tom, like everybody that went there won multiple championships and got statues.
But he was also the guy for an era.
I mean, John Unitas was the guy.
In the 60s?
Jerry West was the guy in the 60s.
Make him play one-on-one with Kobe.
I don't know. That's a tough one for me with Peyton.
I'd say yeah.
I don't know. I think Tom, just because.
Do you put Kurt Warner up for the Rams?
No.
Okay.
No.
But we understand that Peyton Manning is better than Kurt Warner.
Yeah. But what did Eric Dickerson do for the Rams?
I understand. So you think Eric Dickerson mean more to the Rams than Peyton Manning mean to the Colts?
But see, that's a tough one.
Because again, I'm talking about what they mean for that franchise and then for that community.
But you guys, like, even when
I believe, no question, Peyton Manning can get a statue.
I think Peyton Manning can get a statue. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Peyton get a statue. Tom definitely needs one.
No question.
Like that needs to be done sooner than later.
Yeah, I mean, he's still on a hot run right now. Like he, broadcasting, he's very much on TV.
Man, but he brought New England out the depths of shit.
He still got I'm saying he got to return back.
And it wasn't Bill. That we started learning it all wasn't Bill. It was a lot of Tom. A lot of Tom. Because when Tom left,
still dark in there. Still dark over there. What I'm saying is, it's not gonna have all the time in the world to come back and do.
But then, what about Aaron in Green Bay? He won a championship.
I still think Brett Favre when I think Green Bay. And because again, that's what you think about Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh.
But
that's the same way I think about Aaron in Green Bay.
Okay, you're right. Because it's a lot of other players in the Steelers.
I'm saying.
Before I think about.
And there's been players after you.
Being Joe Green. Don't they got like that whole defensive line?
Yeah, still Curtin.
Yeah, isn't that a statue?
That's right there. I know Joe got. I know Gene.
You think you should think of Mean Joe Green?
Exactly.
I'm trying to think. Like in basketball, I said you got Braun. Got to get one in Cleveland. Hometown kid. He won one championship. Mm-hmm. He came back to win that for Cleveland, for Ohio. LeBron has to get one.
He boosted the economy in that.
LeBron has to. Now, I don't know about LA as much. Miami, I can say yes, but I can see why them two wouldn't do it. Mm-hmm. But Cleveland, as soon as he retired, that statue should start being made.
Then I would go D Wade in Miami.
What D Wade meant to Miami? Yeah.
Before I go Braun. Got a ring before Braun got there.
Don't he got a statue up in Miami though? Ugly
Maybe,
ass statue.
possibly. Keep up with it.
But Melo said it. I just think Hall of Fame is one thing, but statue is like the highest honor that you can give somebody, especially one in front of the stadium.
And for it to stay that way, for it to stay the highest honor to give somebody, it can't just be everybody. It can't just be Melo because you Melo. Like you meant something to a generation of kids.
Yeah, you have to at some point been the best. Like
you when they compare you to anybody else that wore that Knicks jersey or Nuggets jersey,
they say Knicks, they should think
they should be bingo. Like, you can't say Tom Brady and not think about New England Patriots.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Again, I don't think about the Colts without thinking about Peyton Manning.
When you say Giants, you still think of Lawrence Taylor. You
think about Eli Manning? No. You probably think Michael Strahan. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's don't. I'm saying
that's funny. That's like the most weirdest Super Bowl team that nobody thinks of besides unless you're a Giants fan. Like Strahan was great. Don't get me wrong, but like everybody else is kind of like, yeah.
Ain't like the single season like sack leader.
No, Strahan is great.
Okay,
but you don't think about no Justin Tuck.
OC Muir.
You don't talk about him. Nobody talk about what's my man's name? Brandon Jacobs.
Ooh, good one.
Don't nobody talk about them like that. Talk about Eli Michael. Nobody talk about Plaxico no more. You know.
He just think his ass from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh don't pay nobody. That's their problem. But yeah, like that was like my last take that I want to talk about, like the statue shit. Cause it's like when I started thinking about it, I said, man, that honor is really the highest honor you can give somebody.
And the thing, it's only reserved for one player, bro.
Yeah, that's like
it's only reserved for like they really should only. I mean, unless in the case you just have like a,
the Lakers,
a story.
Depending on how you've been around, so like MJ, of course, is the MJ. But I think Scotty should have one too. I don't know if Scotty got one. I don't keep up with statues, but MJ and Scotty should have one, right? Because what they meant to the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers one, all the ones they have, the Lakers, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you having Kobe or Shaq. Imagine Kareem, that makes sense. Larry should be out there in Boston.
No question.
Like
you thinking like all those players you just mentioned, at one point they weren't just the pinnacle of their franchise. They was the pinnacle of the sport.
Yeah, it's like when Deion said it should be a starting lineup for the Hall of Fame. I think the statue given is the starting lineup. That separates the great from the greatness.
We all weren't the same.
Yeah, we're not built the same. We all now. Of course, I know they don't give statues out to like they mostly give it out to like quarterbacks and stuff. But
this boy JJ McCarthy got about 4 picks today.
Yeah, it's bad. It's trash. I'm trying to tell you that. But
he was on the route about week 1 though.
I'm trying to tell you. We'll talk about it. But like I said, man, like we ain't gotta talk about it no more. I'm just saying, like that honor when Melo said that, I just looked at it like you wasn't that.
You kind of down the line too. That as far as if we giving stats,
you gotta give one the Walt or Patrick first, or the Pearl first. You down there with the Bernard Kings. like it's a lot of other New York. It's about 3 in front of you. No, not Starks, but yeah, Pat, Walt, and Earl the Pearl got to get one before.
And it's okay to say that the Knicks haven't found their guy yet to give it to give that statue. They
don't get one to Pat.
It's not gonna be done.
I don't think it's gonna be done. They didn't get one to Pat or Walt. I don't think it gets done. Like if Philly got Dr. J in front of their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to transcend. You got to be that guy.
That's what I'm saying. And the reason why Nick Foles is in Philly,
that's a moment. That's not really
like a statue dedicated to.
That's the moment. But if Jalen wins another Super Bowl,
oh yeah.
But he wasn't the guy though. But it's just Philly. It's local now.
If Jalen wins another Super Bowl, Now, I tell you what. That boy mess around and have like another like crazy season. People remember him over Jalen.
Oh yeah.
Another crazy season that's capped off.
I think Jalen always gonna be known as that good quarterback that like a Bernie Kosar. Like how the Cleveland
or Troy.
He got some more championships though. I mean Troy got 3.
3.
He got to win the Super Bowls. He got to win 3 to be considered like Troy.
Jerry Bradshaw.
No, people gonna think ahead of, even though people for some reason don't look at the highlights. How stalwart and them was just jumping over people's heads.
Bruh, you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't good.
Lynn Swan wasn't normal in the 70s.
But I think Jalen with the championship, like not saying like he's not better than Bernie Kosar, but like that folklore type aura that Bernie Kosar holds over Cleveland Brown fans, I think that's where Jalen is right now.
Yeah.
Like disrespected by others, but remembered forever.
Here in the city. Like,
in the city.
Yeah.
Like I should do with Donovan McNabb. But y'all some haters.
You gotta bring it home, bro. Gotta bring the chip home.
Nobody had done it before then.
Bro, boy went to the NFC Championship, what, 5-6 times? One Super Bowl appearance?
No, okay, I'll take that back. Take that back. He is like Troy if he wins another.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Foles is like that Bernie Kosar type folklore thing. I think.
Okay.
Nick Foles for Philly. Is he saying Jalen get a statue if he wins another Super Bowl?
If he wins another one.
If he wins 3, definitely.
Forget about it. That boy Tom Brady in Philly. Crazy? You crazy?
With his stats?
Because it's not only the fact that he won, let's say Jalen only wins, let's say he wins 3.
But never no individual accolade.
None. But he also went to 4 Super Bowls too.
But no individual accolade.
But none. No individual accolades. He was never a league leader ever.
Or Super Bowl MVP.
Season leader, nothing.
Statue.
That's
crazy. That's crazy. That's wild.
He had a Jordan endorsement. Bro, you crazy. Hell yeah.
Lamar. They could be a 4-time MVP.
But also, hold on.
Lamar, I think Lamar can get one out winning the shit because Lamar can win about 5 of these MVPs. They let him.
Bruh.
If they let him.
Bruh. But again, outside of Lamar, who you gonna give to? Ray Lewis? But here's the problem. But here's the reason why Lamar might get a statue though. You can't. I mean, no diss to the homie real quick. No diss to the homie, but Lamar clean outside the building.
Yeah.
He got a clean jacket. Right? Yes.
No.
That's the same reason why Lamar might actually get a statue when it's all said and done.
Individual accolades can be a lot. I think, and me personally, I still think he gets one. If Josh win one at Buffalo, he gets one.
Yeah.
All they do is win one.
That's it. That's one thing that's left.
That'll put him over Jim Kelly in a lot of Buffalo people's eyes. I think Pat gets one. I think Pat got one more Super Bowl in him. He got now 2, 3.
3.
I think Pat wins. I think Pat has another run and wins another. I don't think he wins against I don't think we see the Tom Brady type dominance no more. But I think Pat might get another. I don't know when, but he's gonna get another. I think he gets 4.
But you think he's a career chief for the rest of his life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless he does like a
that's what I'm thinking, like a Tom Brady move where he leaves Kansas City for whatever reason and goes to some other.
That's like a Tom Brady, Joe Montana type thing and dip off. But I think Pat's a chief for life. Does Andy Reid get a statue outside?
Where?
The Chiefs? No, I know he doesn't get one outside. Y'all some haters, bro. Why y'all be hating?
Bro, if I give Andy Reid a statue, what am I doing with Nick Sirianni?
Nothing.
Why not? What am I gonna do with Doug Peterson?
I mean, but who built the program?
Who built the blueprint?
Yeah, who built the foundation of the Eagles?
Which we doing this? I might as well go throw Dick Vermeil up for what he was in the 80s.
Stop it.
If we start down
the foundation of the Eagles is you know who. Andy Reid is the modern foundation that started it all. Should Kelly try to fuck it up? That's y'all fault. Who hired Chip Kelly? How we
It's
hired?
been on the type of
Who
Eagle
hired
fan.
Chip Kelly? Niggas be talking about how he that guy, but did he hire Chip Kelly?
I don't think so, because Chip Kelly came in in his second season, he wanted like GM responsibilities
Who's the person that hired Chip Kelly? It's probably the owner.
Yeah, Lord.
So just like, y'all was talking like Lord, how they got it. Stop forgetting they hired Chip Kelly.
But he's coming off a hot Oregon team too.
They got kept Bradley Cooper, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. But some statues, man, could be given. There's some guys that's working on them. I think Lamar definitely gets one.
Lamar gets one.
Because I think his individual accolades, and he fucking around with the championship.
It's Christmas.
You're talking about a Joker that could have 4 to 5 MVPs
in the ring.
Could go down as probably one of the best quarterbacks ever.
Passer ratings ever in football.
The best dual threat ever.
Ever.
So, yeah, barring injury. Yeah, they're gonna have to get Lamar one.
And you already know how they feel about him in Baltimore.
Yeah.
They love him. They love him crazy in Baltimore. Yeah. The love is already there. So again, he keep his jacket clean, keep balling like he already doing, and he mess around and get a ring, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. You know what I'm saying? That's another episode of IDK Sports Podcast, your premium spot to talk sports with the average guys.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. My name is Anthony. This is my main man, Kenny. Until next time, I'll holla.